This is a moral issue, and if the body of Christ does not vote and speak out, we are gone in the 21st century.
Dr. Ed Young and other Houston pastors are urging Christian voters to defeat an LGBT ordinance that would undermine religious liberty. The city's lesbian mayor says it's all about non-discrimination, but the pastors say not so.
We are being discriminated against in our judgment, not the other way around.
It's saying we're doing this to stop discrimination. We're doing this to help all sorts of people. But inside of this ordinance, this is the thing, inside this ordinance, there's a big lie, there's a danger.
The danger, no protection for people of faith because sexual liberty would trump religious liberty. First Amendment scholar Robin Fretwell-Wilson explains.
Otherwise, that baker is going to have to bake a cake for the same-sex couple.
It's a troubling prospect for Christian wedding vendors here, like Baker Jesus Guerrero.
Feel comfortable doing something, we shouldn't be forced to have, to make a wedding cake that we're not comfortable with.
Photographer David Postma also doesn't want to work a gay ceremony because of his biblical beliefs on marriage. He fears a lawsuit and has begun to refocus his business.
We have already started backing out of the wedding market. I don't advertise weddings at this point.
Other business owners oppose the ordinance because of its language on gender identity. It would permit men and women to use whatever public bathroom they choose. Ed Hendy owns a high-end steakhouse and says Houston did a poor job writing the law.
It imposes criminal fines and punishments on me, the business owner, if I don't allow a person of one gender to go into the other person's bathroom.
This showdown began when council members approved the ordinance last year. A coalition of evangelical pastors then organized a signature drive calling for a citywide vote. The administration rejected those signatures, then even subpoenaed sermons when the pastors sued for a spot on the ballot.
The money trail reveals the national significance of this fight. LGBT supporters have raised well over $1 million, with most of it coming from out of state.
This is a political movement that is well organized, well funded.
Dr. Stephen Hotze is fundraising to defeat the ordinance. He fears what could happen if the flood of LGBT dollars succeeds.
Houston is ground zero on this. If Houston falls and Texas falls to the homosexual political movement on this issue, the country's gone.
That's because not only is Houston seen as a conservative stronghold, it's one of the last major cities without a non-discrimination ordinance.
We see LGBT sexual orientation, non-discrimination statutes or ordinances coming into existence, and that's where the real game is at.
In recent years, LGBT activists have pushed for more than 200 non-discrimination laws in cities and counties across the country. In most cases, they provide protection for sexual minorities while quietly stripping away protections for people of faith. It's history repeating itself for Pastor Castaño and his congregation, many of whom immigrated from countries known for oppressive regimes.
The dream of coming to America or being an American citizen and having a business and having the freedom to make your choices and religious freedom, it's truly in danger. And people see this as a repetition of what happened in their countries when it all started. And they are concerned and they're praying.
Jesus Guerrero isn't sure what he'll do if forced to choose between his conscience and the law. David Postma is discouraged by the rapid change and hostility towards his beliefs.
I want to have my freedom of choice to do what is biblical, and that's eroding away.
Historically, Houston's registered voters don't turn out to vote on local issues, but the high stakes surrounding this one may just change their minds. Reporting in Houston, Heather Sells, CBN News.